This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
Heyo, welcome into another episode of the Fantasy Roadshow. We are your hosts. You can call me Truck. I'm joined as always by Shane O'Mac and Kulz. You can find us on Twitter at fantasy_trucker, at smccormick_ff, at Kulz_sports. While you're at it, follow the show at Fantasy Roadshow. Check out the Substack that we don't really post on anymore, but we will in the future, thefantasyroadshow.substack.com. And this episode is always brought to you by Rule 1 Proteins. Go to www.rule1proteins.com. Enter promo code Roadies40 at checkout for 40% off. That's Roadies40, 40% off. Guys, it's Thursday Night Football. Shane, your Cowboys are about to kick off here in about an hour and 15 minutes or so.
It's not just my Cowboys anymore.
Well, that's right. That's right.
Potentially.
That's right.
After Jalen Tolbert goes off for 100 yards and a touchdown, it could be our Cowboys.
All right.
Yep.
But anyway, Shane, how do you feel about the game tonight? Are you pumped for another dominating performance by the Cowboys?
I am. I hate to always feel this, but I feel confident. When they're at home and it's not against the Eagles or Niners, I feel pretty confident tonight.
I think you should. It's
let's
cut. Be a great game.
Let's cut the. Let's end our Cowboys talk because we'll get into that matchup first here in a little bit. Yeah. I wanted to do some housekeeping with you first, Truck.
Okay, great.
So let's just run back through Dr. Jesse Morse's his new update because I noticed that he is pretty much saying that A-Chain's not playing this week.
Okay.
So. I'm in a league where do I wait to see news on A-Chain? I have two flex positions, and right now I have Downs and Cooks in the flex, and potentially do I, not play here? So here's the other. Sorry. Okay. So I also have Charbonneau. Do I start Charbonneau tonight against Dallas? Do I start Cooks? Do I start Downs? Or do I try to wait to see if A-Chain is potentially in? Well, I read that Morse article, his injury updates, and it makes me think A-Chain is I should not plan on having him available. So here's his list. Let me just run through it. Kenneth Walker expected to miss week 13, oblique strain, likely to return week 14. We knew that. A-Chain re-injured MCL could return week 14, but decreased volume and increased injury risk. Running back by committee, be careful starting him. Breece Hall, new hamstring strain, should play 13, small dip in volume. Aaron Jones, MCL sprain, not ready yet. Week 14-15 is most likely for return. So he's saying expect not to have Jones this week. Jonathan Taylor thumb injury, likely a UCL tear. Return with internal brace, 3 weeks possible, 5 weeks ideal. So he's saying 3 weeks is being, I don't know that we'll see Taylor for the extent of the playoffs here.
Wow.
Or confident in starting Taylor, right? So if you own Moss, you should feel pretty good about that. McBride, groin strain, mild, should play week 13. Goddard, forearm fracture, unlucky to return week 13. Week 14, more realistic. ETN will play week 13. Fantastic matchup. Olave, third concussion in 4 years, needs a full practice Friday in order to play. Won't know until Friday afternoon. Cup, new ankle injury, will play, but flex wide receiver 3 right now. That should be Mari Cooper's rib injury. We got news that he'll play this week.
Okay.
Take Dell. He showed up and he's not been practicing with a calf tweak, but he should be good to go this week. So T. Higgins ready to return.
I heard about that.
DTR concussion, will miss week 13. Flacco is the starter there.
Wow. Footsteps Flacco. We're going to see in a Browns uniform. That's crazy. Rashid
Shaheed likely out 1 to 2 weeks. So that's what I got there on the Morse. There's that's a lot of information to consume, but Some of that, I think the biggest shocker for me, which I wasn't planning for, was A-Chain for sure, like to be out. I didn't thought there was a shot that he was going to play and then I was going to be playing him. But I'm going to plan on not, and unfortunately might have to play Charbonneau and hope based on that volume that he gives me some points.
Well, I'll be in that same boat with you. I got Charbonneau starting in one of my lineups just strictly out of I have no one else. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best there.
Shane, do I start Cooks over Charbonneau? Charbonneau over here's it is. I have 2 flex. Start 2 Downs, Cooks, Deontay Johnson, Charbonneau.
Yeah, I think you go Cooks for sure. And then it's between Downs and Charbonnet. And I'd probably just lean on Charbonnet just for double-digit touch reasons. And hopefully it's here's what I think could play out. And the best case scenario is they throw a pass to DK. It's a PI. They put the ball down on the 2 or the 3, and there he goes. He gets his goal line touchdown. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So there is a concern there, I'm going to play him. I have to, starting running back in a game that even if they had the game script is Dallas goes out to a big lead in the first half or a comfortable lead in the first half, like they have been doing, and their Seahawks are left to throw the ball in the second half, Charbonneau could be in there catching some balls, right? So maybe
very capable pass catcher for sure.
Yeah, it's a full PPR league, so I can rely on that a little bit. But hold on, let me check one rankings because I want to. The stream is going to go into this game, the start of the game, so I want to be able to
make adjustments now.
Yeah, so here's one that we have a league together now, Truck. We had some decisions to make there because we had BML because we had Douglas who's not playing in A-Chain who's not going to be playing. Kenneth Walker just got deemed out, so we can move him to IR. But anyways, we're going to have to start Singletary, and we have AJ Dillon currently in flex because of let's assume that Aaron Jones isn't. Otherwise, we're going to the waiver wire.
Yeah.
So we're in a tough spot, right? But once we get injury news like this from a trusted doctor, I like to assume that, he's correct on some of this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not going to the waiver wire. Our options that we have in there right now, unless someone doesn't play. Brees dealing with that hamstring, is it?
Yeah. So that would have to get worse over the next couple days. Yeah, I don't know. We don't need to dive through this right now and create bad radio, but I thought Charbonneau, we needed to talk about him because, that game starts in an hour.
Yeah, no, definitely. It needs to be talked about. But, I think you go with Brandon Cooks. I agree with Shane there. Stick with Brandon Cooks and then go Charbonnet instead of Downs.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the games, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. So the first game obviously is the one tonight. We got Seattle Seahawks taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's in Dallas. Seahawks are 6-5. Dallas is 8-3. 93% of the picks are on Dallas. Massive favorite in this game. I think it's a 9.5-point spread. What's the over/under, Kulz? 46.5. Is it 47.5?
I thought it was 47.5, but I haven't looked at any of that.
Okay,
let me pull it up. But
Dallas.
I have Dallas. I have Dallas at -9 in my super contest. We're taking them. It looks like late money's going on Dallas as well, but we're gonna have that 9 on our in our super contest. It is 47.5 for the over.
Okay, that's what it is. All right. I'm assuming I'm just going to go on a limb. We're all taking the Cowboys here to win this game.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Some props I like here too. I like Geno Smith to throw an interception. I like Pollard receiving yards over. It's like 20, something like that.
20.5 or something.
Yeah. Of course, Tolbert talked about him 6.5 to 1 odds for him to score a touchdown. Love that. 19.5 is his receiving yard total. Love the over there.
Yeah,
I actually like JSN, his over receiving yards. His catch, his reception, his yards per reception against man coverage is like astronomically bigger than against zone. So being that Dallas likes to play man, I like JSN. He's just kind of been, looking best. And so I really like that JSN receiving over. But those are the ones that I've kind of been looking at. I could see Pollard getting some rushing yards too. I don't know what that total's at, but you would think that Dallas continues to like establish the run game, like make a point to establish the run game. You just can't lean on Dak to throw for 404 every game. Unfortunately, if they experience a little bit of, if a defense schemes for that and gives them a little bit of trouble, you need to open things up with the run game. So I think they do that a little bit tonight. But Shane is the Cowboys guy. So I'm interested to hear what you think.
I love anything JSN. I like tonight because he'll be playing out of the slot. That's Jordan Lewis. He's not as great of cornerback in the slot. Like it was just 2 weeks ago, Adam Thielen, he had like an 80-yard day, receiving day after not doing anything for a couple weeks. So I think JSN would be the guy that's the sneaky guy tonight.
Yeah, I think I don't know what his yardage line was. I think it was around 39.5 or something. So, yeah, I like that too. All right, so let's move on to the second game we got on Sunday. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans in Tennessee. Colts are 6-5. Titans are 4-7. This kind of can go either way. Colts have been playing very well. And the Titans are really good at home. Vrabel at home is always tough to beat.
As a dog, especially.
Culz, I know you were talking about this yesterday in the episode. So why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Yeah, I love this one. I love this one, and I love Tennessee here. I'm going to have them in my super contest. I have +1, but, essentially a pick 'em. I just think Vrabel, home dog, his defense against a backup quarterback, Tennessee is not a good football team, but at the same time, they're well coached. This is against, like we said, a back quarterback. My only reservation would be if you actually think the Colts are good and they're a playoff team, then this is a must-win game for them. I just don't think they're actually that good. They're playing a backup quarterback. They're without their star running back. Moss has had some success, but let's be honest, this is not a playoff football team. But that's just my thoughts. Vrabel has the guys fired up. He's got a bunch of veterans on the team too, right? It's like these are winners. These are guys who've won in the NFL. They understand the situation. They can get a win here at home. They're going to do it for the fans. So I like Titans here in this one.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And I definitely don't think the Colts are a playoff team or a caliber team that could win a playoff game. But for the circumstances given so far this season, they've been playing a lot better than people had expected them to play with Gardner Minshew at the helm. And to be 6-5 is they've been doing some work against teams. So I'm personally going to be picking the Colts in this game. I think the Colts can get it done against the Tennessee Titans. Will Levis is just not very good, and I think this Colts team can get the job done. I don't know, Shane, what do you think?
I've got the Colts in this one too. It's just about the offensive output for the Titans. They're like towards the bottom of almost every offensive category. Levis hasn't even passed for over 200 yards in 3 straight games. I don't think it's a huge discrepancy drop down. I mean, it is, but Moss is going to be serviceable enough that. And Pittman, Pittman's been great. So yeah, I'll pick the Colts here.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, we got the next game. We have the Los Angeles Chargers 4-7 taking on the New England Patriots 2-9. It's in New England in Foxborough. Chargers have been getting the short end of the stick lately, just losing game after game after game with a very still a very serviceable offense. They're averaging 25.5 points per game and giving up 25.5 points per game. Really remarkable to see. I actually saw something where the Chargers have a bottom 3 defense, yet an above 500 since like I think 3 years ago, and the only other team to do that was the 1999 St. Louis Rams, one of the greatest shows on turf. And it speaks volume to this offense, how Herbert's still able to play well despite this defense playing absurdly poorly. So but then again, have you guys heard about in the practice for the Patriots, Mac Jones is not even throwing at practice. It's all Bailey Zappi and Malik Cunningham. I saw reports that Mac Jones is just standing behind him, not throwing at practice.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know. To me, it's hard to pick the Patriots here. I know they're at home and Bill Belichick, but the Chargers are going to get the job done here. I'm picking the Chargers.
Yeah, I went with Chargers too. But listen, this is going to be, I think, not a great game for Justin Herbert playing in New England. Keenan Allen has not practiced now 2 days in a row. Wow. He has been set out, not even in a limited fashion. So I'm a little concerned. They're already down so many weapons. This feels like maybe, I think the Chargers win, but this could easily be like a 17-3 game.
Yeah, the internet's having fun with the Grim Reaper meme, and the first door is Mike Williams, the second door is Joshua Palmer, and the Grim Reaper's like approaching the third door, and it's Keenan Allen because of his injury this week. It's like, and the line was like something about QJ, like, going after all the receivers so that he has to have the ball thrown to him.
Even though he
can't
catch it.
Really funny. But yeah, I hate this game. I'm just going to take the Chargers because they're 5.5 point favorites, and I don't want to think about this game at all. I just would rather not see it on Sunday at all. So hopefully there's not much going on, and it's just a game that happens. So Chargers win. I don't have anything to say here.
Okay. Well said though. Well said.
Yeah.
So next game we have the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. It's in New Orleans in the Superdome. Tough barn to play in.
Tough barn to play in, eh?
Lions are 8-3, man. Saints are 5-6. Lions dealing with 2 bad games in a row against the Bears and the Vikings. Kulz, I heard you talking about it last episode. Do you think this is a big bounce back week for the Lions? Why don't you go ahead and talk about it first?
Yeah, you're just buying low on the Lions here, so I'm going to do that. And the Saints just aren't good this year. They're horrible in the red zone. Derek Carr's not a good quarterback. You got to lean so much on Kamara, and so many of their offensive weapons are banged up. You just heard Olave not be playing either, so I don't see who's going to be there making plays for them. The Lions just have too powerful of an offense to have a depleted team like that come in and beat them, regardless if it's in Superdome, where we talked about it yesterday. The Saints have already, lost 2 games. They're going to be 2. They are 2-2 at home. They're going to be 2-3. And I don't know the last time they were below 500 at home. Crazy to think about, but yeah, I don't like the Saints. Their defense is, all right. Lattimore's not playing, so that, right off the bat, that's their best player. But I don't know. I think the Lions know they need to win. This loss, the Vikings loss is sneaky huge for the Lions to the Bears going in and beating them on Monday night. Like, think about all the momentum that the Vikings would have had going into Lions dropping 2 divisional games. I don't know exactly. I thought they played the Cardinals. I don't know who else they played, but had them having the momentum of losing Kirk and being in that spot where they're 1 game off of the division, would be a really good spot to be in. So I do think that was a huge win, Bears over Vikings, and I just think the Lions are going to go in and kind of dominate. It's 4.5 point spread. I think they cover, win by more than a touchdown.
Yeah, Yeah, who's catching passes for the Saints? It's A.T. Perry.
Juwan. This could be
Juwan?
Taysom. This could be Taysom Hill's big moment.
You never know. He could be throwing the ball and catching it. You never know.
Taysom, 10 catch Taysom.
Hey, a lot of people are pivoting to A.T. Perry, but it was actually Kirkwood that had more targets than Perry last week. So it could be whatever Kirkwood's first name is. I can't even tell you.
I was going to ask.
Stay away.
Who
It's
is
just stay away. Unless besides Alvin Kamara and maybe Taysom, stay away.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're all on the Lions then. Shane, did you want to add anything to that?
No, it's Lions.
We're good. Okay. All right, next game we have the Atlanta Falcons 5-6 taking on the New York Jets 4-7. It's in New York or in Jersey, whatever. But yeah, it's the Jets are at home taking on the Falcons, who have been struggling. They're 5-6, yet they are in the first place in their division, which is wild. How are the Panthers 1-10 and still technically not completely out of it yet? That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kulz, I'm curious to see where you're going here. I know you like the Falcons, you like Bijan, you like players there. Do you think they can beat the Jets at home?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a strong lean one way or the other on this game. Like, I hate Arthur Smith. He's a horrible coach. He gave the ball to Bijan last game, and it was his best game. I don't know. Jets are like a dead team. So where's my coin?
Oh, there we go. Bring out the coin. Bring it out. Yeah, I don't know, man. This game is kind of a toss-up for me. I'm gonna say the Jets just because I think the team kind of rallies behind Aaron Rodgers being in the building and his possible return. This seems like if they're going to win a game this at home against the Falcons, easily could be a game that they could win here. So I'm taking my shot with the Jets.
All right, heads, Falcons, tails, Jets. We got the Atlanta Falcons, baby.
Oh,
all right, let me break it down for you. Desmond Ridder is a fucking playmaker. Jonnu Smith, unreal pass catcher. Jonnu Smith is he is the next Tony Gonzalez. He's going to be breaking records at tight end. Then they have Tyler Algier. He is the best short yardage running back that I have ever seen play football. Best goal line back. He is a touchdown machine. Have you guys ever seen Cordero Patterson play ball? This guy can line up in the backfield, in the slot, out wide. You think Deebo Samuel, you get him the ball in his hands and he makes plays? You should see Cordero Patterson. He is fast as lightning. Give me the Falcons in this one.
That was this week's version of Cole Sports Speed Thoughts. Brought to you by Rule 1 Protein. It's awesome. Shane, who do you got here? Talk some sense into the both of us.
This is like one of my tougher choices of the week, quite honestly.
Yeah,
it really was, because I could see I have that little faith in Desmond Ridder. So I feel I'm going with the Falcons, but this is going to be like a gross 13-3, 13-6, 13-9 game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm banking on the Jets defense scoring the most points in this matchup. I think they're going to be able to get some picks on Ridder and score some points. So
yeah, I mean, a little bit of this is how Vegas is looking at it. It was started at, I think it opened at 3.5 for the Jets, and all the pros just came in and hammered that, thinking Jets under, it's going to be a field goal game, if anything. So all that money, it got bet down to 2, which is where it's at right now. So I don't know if I think it's one of those things where you see a number over a field goal either way, and they were just going to bet it down under that because it's like coin flip game. Who the fuck knows? It's not a So
that makes sense.
That's how it went down there.
All right, well, enough about that disgusting game. Let's move on to probably a better game. We have the Arizona Cardinals. They are 2-10, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 7-4. It's in Pittsburgh. What's going on with this matchup? Shane, talk to me.
This is a smash spot for Pittsburgh. As limited as their offense is, they're going to put up points.
Real quick, we got
This
a
is
question
incredible.
from Kazi.
This is an incredible question, by the way.
Should I start Cooks or Charbonnet in the flex, or wait for A-Chain and start him? I don't know if this is a troll or not. This was literally Kulz's question earlier today. So Kulz, why don't you go ahead and tell him what's up?
Yeah. So we have a very trusted friend of the program, Fantasy Doctor. He came in and said A-Chain, do not expect him to play this week. So, you know, I'm under the impression that we're not going to see him play. So I went ahead and said, throw A-Chain out the window. Even if he does play, like,
it's risky.
Yeah, I wasn't super happy with what we saw. You know, prior to last game, I thought he is a start no matter what, just because of his big playability. But I need to see a good game from him now before I get confident. This playoff season, like you can't have him go out there and lay a dud. So if I need to go with a high floor type player late in the season like this, then I'm doing it, and I'll take my shots elsewhere. I'm not laying an egg in any position. So Cooks or Charbonnet is what it is for me. Charbonneau, as we call him here on the road show. To be honest, I'm Charbonneau over Cooks. And that's because of the amount of the volume in targets I think he's going to get. I think they're going to try to get him the ball a lot more than they did last week. They're going to try to run the ball against Dallas. Will they do it? We're going to find out. But even if the game script, as we talked about, goes to second half, Seahawks playing from behind, as they are kind of a slow starting team, and the Cowboys are just dynamite at home.
Powerhouse.
Yeah. I also read the Cowboys at home favored by over a 6.5 or favored by a touchdown. Their average point per game is like 40.6 or something along that range. So, you know, if they come out, score some touchdowns, get it to a lead in the first half, and the Seahawks are playing from behind, Charbonnet is a guy that they can check down to. So if it's PPR, you can get some points there. I'm going Charbonnet over Cooks.
And Shane, I'm assuming, are you Cooks over Charbonnet?
No, I would go in Cole's situation. I would go Cooks over Downs, but this I would do Charbonnet here, because I feel like he can be 14 carries and 4 catches, so that puts him at 18 touches. 18 touches in a PPR league. I mean, you got a good shot at being in double digits. So Cooks has got a much higher ceiling, that's for sure. If you think you need you need a 20-point game, maybe, then I would go Cooks. But if you just need a safe floor, it'd be Charbonnet.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. This low ceiling, high floor right there. So, Kazi, thanks for your question. Feel free to jump in at any point throughout the episode if you got any more. All right, so back to the incredible action of the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh over 400-yard game last week. We all know about this Matt Canada-less run offense doing a lot better. So, Shane, you were saying about this game.
Yep, it's smash spot for Pittsburgh. They are going to win by 10-plus points. Start your duo of either one of the Pittsburgh running backs, and I think it's a down game for Murray. I don't think he's a top 10 quarterback, which he has been the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. As far as the Pittsburgh wide receivers, who do you like better between the Deontay Johnson or George Pickens at this point in the season?
For this game, I'll go Pickens. But
yeah, that's where I lean as well.
It'd probably be the Coles coin toss decision.
No, it's not a coin toss for me anymore. I'm Deontay over Pickens. I don't love what I saw from Deontay last week, like how he's just not trying. But
yeah,
I don't like Pickens, man. Like I like, you know, I've always loved that Pickett and Pickens connection, and I just don't know. I don't know that I'm as sold on Pickens as I once was. He just doesn't. His route tree is so Like, are we gonna ever see anything different from him? I don't know at this point, right? Like, I guess I'd like to give it a few weeks with this new OC, but yeah, I'm scared being. I think I swung and missed on how I felt about Pickens, and it was one of those things where I got hyped up by his training camp mixtape, and it's not translating. It's not translating to on-field play. So
that was quite the mixtape this preseason, wasn't it?
Every preseason has mixtape.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what got me was that one catch in the touchdown or in the end zone when he goes to swing his leg and completely misses the end zone grass and like just steps over it into the out of bounds. Like it was just so blatantly dude, all you had to do is drag your foot.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was horrible.
What are you doing?
So bad.
Yeah, that was atrocious. And I don't know. So I just thought that was interesting to bring up. I know there's some people out there questioning those moves for this weekend, but I agree with you, Shane. I think Pittsburgh's going to win here. I think we see another impressive outing from this Pittsburgh offense. Probably another 400-yard game in total offense with this incredible running game they have. And I'm excited to see if the Muth, Pat Fryermuth, can have a repeat performance. Obviously not to the extent that he had, but if they're going to be using him like that, across the middle of the field, 15 yards down the field, it's very interesting. I know I picked him up in a league, so I'm curious to see how they use him going forward. The Muth.
So we all got Arizona. I mean, we all got Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, we all got Arizona. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, no, Kulz, you got Pittsburgh too, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Moving on. We have the Miami Dolphins, 8-3, going to DC, taking on the Washington Commanders, who are 4-8. Everybody's on top of the Dolphins here. How could you not be? I think this is just a smash play for them, but I do also think Sam Howell, as we talked about in a red light, green light, Sam Howell is still able to get about 300 yards like he does almost every game. So, Shane, do you have anything that you want to talk about in this matchup?
No, I think, the only thing for some owners out there, because he's in a lot of waiver wires right now, is Jeff Wilson could be a sneaky ad. And
he looked good last week.
Maybe even play, depending on who you've got starting. Like, is there a world where someone may want to start Jeff Wilson over Joe Mixon?
I tell you what, with the league that Kulz and I were talking about, if we're starting AJ Dillon and Devin Singletary, we're getting dangerously close to if Jeff Wilson was on the waiver wire picking him up.
Dillon versus Wilson is a good one. That's a good one.
It absolutely is, and it's just passing the eye test. Jeff Wilson looked good last week, and that offensive line is looking really good too. They're I was watching the segment on the McAfee show with AQ Shipley breaking down offensive blocking schemes and stuff, and Miami Dolphins is heavily on display on that. So. I liked what I saw. And Kulz, what do you got for this one?
Yeah, I just had a light bulb moment. We're talking AJ Dillon in the flex and potential starting of Jeff Wilson. We have Jalen Tolbert out on the waiver wire.
Oh, God.
In a potential smash flex play.
Kulz, if you are this confident about Jalen Tolbert, I will put my stamp of approval on that move if you want to do that, since we are in a commanding lead in the rankings in that league. So
you are a ride or die, and I love that about you, but I am not going to go ahead and an executive decision that move. Reason being is that is a boom bust play. We don't need that in this matchup.
Very good point.
We're playing one of the lower teams in the standings. We're fighting for a top 2 seed. We need AJ Dillon to just not have Aaron Jones like play, and he's going to have 15 carries, all of the goal line work. He could get 1 touchdown, and in my mind, AJ Dillon is like the perfect play for that flex spot, is because he's going to have work. Is he going to do anything with it? Like over the last couple
offense
of
has
years,
been playing better.
Yeah. It's just he's such a good high floor guy. He's gonna get, or I guess he's not a very good high floor guy. He's a good. We know he's gonna get a lot of volume in that spot. So that's what we need there.
Yep.
That being said, love Tolbert. if we were sitting at 7th place, 8th place, and needed a win this week, and we were playing one of the top 2 seeds, and we needed to take a big swing, you bet your ass Tolbert's getting that start.
And I would still be on board for that. So, all right, Kulz, who are you picking? Obviously, you're going Dolphins over Commanders.
Not obviously. If I like,
okay. So anyway, so
he's gonna go Dolphins over Commanders.
Of course he's going to, but not obviously, because this Dolphins Commanders offense can keep the game close. I think, even though this Dolphins defense has really been playing really well with Jalen Ramsey and stuff. So, have you been watching in-season Hard Knocks?
No, I totally forgot about it until I saw something on Twitter about it. I got to start watching it.
For some reason, they don't do a good job of promoting it. You know, it's one of those things that's just, if you see it on, or if you see it somewhere, then you'll watch it. I watched the first episode. I have not seen the second episode, but I'm excited.
Yep.
Say it again.
We're back.
We're back.
So did I do that screeching thing again?
Yes.
All right, you guys are too nice. I would have like screamed at Ryan by now and been like, just get it fucking fixed. So what should I do? Like, do you think I should send it back?
Yeah. Send it back. Contact, email the company and say, hey, I'm having an issue with my microphone. I just
the company,
purchased it.
Even though we bought it from Amazon and we bought it like through the company website on Amazon or something.
Oh, well, we'll talk about it. After.
Just teach me how to do it, because you know how I am.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed. No worries. But okay. You were saying not obviously picking the Dolphins over the Commanders. Why not?
Yeah, so like this is how I've been playing this pick'em is. It's probably why I'm not happy with my performance, but I look at these games like from my super contest lens. So like if I'm taking, if I'm taking Eagles +3 in the super contest, I look over at pick'em and I'm just like, I got to take Eagles, right? I just don't want to. I don't want to separate. I'm so dialed into super context that I don't want to like put myself into a pick'em shoes. You know what I mean? It's just, I would rather not try to middle that. So I end up taking the Eagles there when I think like Niners are going to win that game. Right. So that's just like how my brain works when I look at this. So super contest play, I'm going to have the Commanders. I think that offense is just good enough to keep it close against the Dolphins team at home. It's going to be rainy, cold, one of those, Northeast football games that the Dolphins are not really built for. So I think the Commanders are going to keep it close, and I could see them like coming out with a sneaky win here. I don't, for the sake of this pick'em, I will take the Dolphins because they're 9.5-point favorites. But for how I've been playing this pick'em is just through that super contest lens. So, and I need to make up some games, so maybe I will take the Commanders here. So fuck it, I'm taking the Commanders.
Wow,
but I shouldn't. You know what I mean?
I did not expect that.
If I wanted to do a pick'em straight, like if I want it, like next year, for example, if I want to do this from a pick'em lens, you pretty much just take all favorites and then pick and then basically what you want to do in this to score well in the pick'em contest is you take all the heavy favorites and then you just beat everyone else in those flip-flop games, those -3 spread and in. That's how you would play this, as like cheating the system to score well. So I, for content purposes and for it's as fun, right? We like to talk about just like sling it and pick which games we like. So I'll take the Commanders. I'll take the Commanders over the Dolphins in this one.
Yeah, you got some ground to make up, Kulz. I don't know if you noticed, but this is the first week that I am beating you. I have one game on you. I have 105, right? You have 104. Shane over there is dominating us right now. I think he's 7 wins ahead of us, which is nuts. So, well,
I know for a fact I'm getting the Titans right. The script has already been written there.
Okay.
I am going to get the Commanders right now.
That will be quite the game if you do.
I don't think
I'll top
the
it up
only
for
the
you.
only saving grace I would have is like I said, that weather is going to be trash, so it's supposed to
Yeah.
rain. That does matter, but I don't know, not enough.
Yeah.
I don't think.
All right. Well, good to know you're on the Commanders, so I'll be watching that one closely. So next game we have the Denver Broncos 6-5 taking on the Houston Texans 6-5. It's in Houston. This is an interesting one for me. I think it could go either way. I personally like the home team. I love the Texans. I love CJ Stroud and everything he's been putting on over there. I think the Texans can win this game. The defense has been playing a lot better as of lately than they started the season, but so has the Denver Broncos. So this is going to be a really good game that I will be watching, I think, the closest. And I'm taking Texans. I like Texans here.
D got diced up by the Jags last week.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Jags played really good last week.
I have Texans as well. I think this game could go either way, but Stroud is too fun to not back.
I for sure thought you're taking the Denver Broncos. You have been a Denver Broncos.
But they're due for a loss.
Yeah. They got 5 in a
just
row
like
right now?
just like the Colts are. Like the NFL is too close. Like it's so hard to win that many games in a row in this league. We see it with every team. So
yeah.
I like the Texans at home. Stroud's too fun not to back. Their offense is he's never out of a game. As we saw with the Jags. The refs tried to keep him out of the game and he just came right back. So I'll take this. Texans.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that matchup that Texans Jags twice a week or twice a year every year. That's going to be great.
Trevor Lawrence said that he's not excited for that.
I saw that. Yeah. Shane, what do you got here in this matchup?
I have Texans, but if over the weekend on Saturday, if I see that Tank Dell's not playing, I'm going to pivot that to the Broncos. I think he can make that big of a difference.
Yeah, especially Schultz, I don't think is playing right.
He's questionable. He's got a hamstring issue. He did not practice today or yesterday. Yeah,
which is a huge. One of us, someone has him on a list, green light list, I believe.
I think Truck and I both did. So that may have to be revised.
Void. Yeah. From what I understand, from what I read, is don't expect Schultz to play, and that's going to make Tank have an even bigger day because he is expected to play. But that's something to keep a close eye on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. All right, moving on to the 3:00 slate. We have the Carolina Panthers 1-10 taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 4-7. It's in Tampa. I don't know here.
Let's cut to this question by Casey. Casey, thanks for joining and thanks for the question.
Welcome in, Casey.
Herbert, that's Josh Herbert, and Tua Tagovailoa.
Rest of
season between the two. I'm going Tua. But I'm also saying that not knowing the playoff schedule that I'll pull up right here.
It doesn't matter right now.
I guess that's why
offense of the Chargers just.
I imagine he or she, Casey.
2023. We don't know.
Yeah.
No, Casey's the guy from Yellowstone.
Yeah, we determined that, but they probably have playoffs locked up, so probably looking at week 15 and 16 matchups. So let's see. I'm pulling up Tua. Tua in week 15 is at home versus Jets.
That's tough.
I like that game. Did you see the Miami, how they constructed their new stadium to have the sun? And when they're at home, their sideline is always in the shade, and the away team is always in the sun. It's like 30% hotter. They just cook on the sidelines.
Yeah, that affects it more in the beginning of the season in like August and September. But
I just love that.
Yeah.
So we got 15 and 16 home games versus Jets and Cowboys for 15 and 16.
That is not making me feel great about the Tua pick, but
I'm still.
I think I
going
still
Tua.
go with the better offense.
And I have Herbert.
Yes,
Herbert's got.
Yellowstone reference, not she.
Oh.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you, Casey.
All right. So then Herbert's got 15. He's at the Raiders. That's good.
That is a
I have
good
a
matchup.
friend named Casey.
Week 16 is at home versus the Bills. That's pretty good too, right?
Yeah, it's better than the Cowboys and the Jets for sure.
Okay.
So are we all
There
with
you
Tua
go.
then? Or are we
I'm Tua.
splitting?
Oh, man, that's really tough. I think I might stick with Herbert. Just what I saw Tua do just against the Jets last week, which was not good. He didn't even reach double-digit points.
Am I frozen?
No,
you're good.
Shane was frozen.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I never freeze up. Like I have the best internet of anyone, I think, and I never.
Yeah, you definitely have the least amount of problems, that's for sure,
Oh,
with your
wow.
internet. So, all right, well there you
All
go.
right.
We got two
There you
Tuas,
go,
one
Casey.
Herbert. All right, so where were we? Talking about the Panthers and the Bucks. The Panthers, they got to win eventually, right? They're going to go with just one win on the whole season. Coles, you talk about spots all the time. Is this a spot for the Panthers to win in Tampa, or do they not even have a shot?
Yeah, I just don't care about this game. Bucks.
We have quite a few games like this week where it's just like, oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the Bucks. I just don't want to cheer for the Panthers. I want the Bears to get the number one pick. I just don't care about this game. I want Evans. I have Evans breaking the record, getting 150 yards, or not breaking a record, but getting his 10th straight 1,000th yard game at home.
That's got to be a record, no? How many consecutive seasons at 1,000 yards?
I have no idea.
Sure, Jerry Rice did it quite a few too.
That's a good point. Yeah, that guy has like 50,000 receiving yards in his career.
I think, yeah, he had 1,000 yards at like age 39 with the Raiders, I think.
Yeah, his numbers, his stats are absolutely ridiculous. I remember looking it up, like the receiving yards leader is he's like 10,000 ahead of the second most. It's insane.
He did do it from 85 to 96.
There you go.
Okay, so 11 years.
Yep.
All right, well,
and he had 22 touchdowns in one season.
That's insane. Oh God. Well, keep it going, Mike Evans. You'll get there. You'll get there. Keep it up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm taking the Buccaneers here too. The Panthers, you just can't trust them offensively or defensively. Baker's been able to get the job done. Richard has been running around like an animal out there. So yeah, I like the Bucks here pretty handsomely. I don't know about you, Shane.
Sorry we didn't have the 10 straight 1,000-yard Jerry Rice at the top of our heads. We weren't alive for most of it.
That's like I'm surprised you didn't say something when Truck referenced the greatest show on turf. I'm surprised you didn't say anything about that. Like, oh yeah, Shane.
Yeah, that was 99.
I remember that.
That was 99.
Okay.
I actually remember that.
I do too. Okay. I rooted for them in the Super Bowl.
I'm telling you, literally the first memories of my entire life is Michael Jordan against the Jazz hitting that shot. I know exactly where I was, and I remember being in the United Center for one of those games, and that's where my memory started in life. It's probably why I only care about sports. So,
yeah, my football memories are it was that 90s. What was that 90? What was the first year Brady won? Was that 2001?
Yeah, against the Rams.
Yeah, who were the Rams? The Rams were in it previous to that. We don't need to be talking about this, but just fun trip down memory lane. Anyway, yeah, the Bucks over Panthers. We're all in agreement there.
Yep.
Okay, moving on to the next game in the 3:00 slate. We got the Cleveland Browns taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Browns are 7-4. Rams are 5-6. It is in SoFi Stadium. We just got word that footsteps Joe Flacco in a Browns uniform is going to get the start against the Rams, who just put up almost 40 points last week. So, Coles, I know you were talking about this in the previous episode. What do you got here?
Yeah, this is exactly one of those games where I normally would have taken the Browns because I would have liked him at 3.5 in the Super Contest. That being said, if I'm not going to take Flacco, I think in his last 16 games he's 1 for 15. So I don't think that you can go Flacco against anyone.
Flacco against Stafford, throwing it back to what's 2000.
And Garrett's like
2009.
shoulders banged up. I might.
Yeah,
I
is
can-
Miles Garrett playing?
I think he's
Yeah,
going to try
I'm sure
to.
he
Yeah.
will, but
I think he's
like
going to try to. Yeah.
Yeah,
still, like Flacco's on the other side.
yeah. And I like what the Rams are doing, man. Kyron Williams, I think he just might be good enough to overcome a tough matchup. So I'll be curious to see how he plays against this Browns
Here's a
defense.
question:
Yeah.
Is Flacco behind center a bump up for Jerome Ford and Kareem Hunt? Like,
I think so.
he's probably not incompetent enough to check down, right? Like, I feel like he would just he's smart enough to know, like, feeling a rush or feeling pressure and just checking down more often than DTR, who could use his legs. Flacco obviously can't, so that may be a little bit of a bump there.
I think so. I think the entire Browns offense gets a bump with Flacco, personally.
I don't know about that.
I do. I think I feel much better about the Browns weapons with Joe Flacco rather than DTR.
I think you're just saying that because you haven't seen 2023 Flacco behind center yet.
You're right. I just remember when he was on the Jets and he was the most competent quarterback for them, and that was with,
2 years ago or last year. Was it last year?
I think it was last year.
year.
Yeah, that was last year.
So here's the interesting thing.
Getting
So
Garrett Wilson the ball.
Flacco played
Okay.
he played the first 3 games last year, I'm seeing, for the Jets. And
Okay.
in those first 3 games,
Still a long fucking time ago.
Brees Hall had 11 targets, 9 targets in 2 of those games.
Okay.
So yeah, check.
So we just we uncovered something here on the pod. Jerome Ford, Kareem Hunt bump there. Could see 10 targets more between the two of them. Yeah, I guess it's been so long, the Flacco football memories in my brain. I thought it could have even been 2 seasons ago since he's played last. So maybe you're right. Maybe the fact that he hasn't seen us starting, I still am not confident in it. But
I don't know if you guys forgot, but Joe Flacco is elite. Okay.
Yeah,
we
whatever.
know about that from years ago. Fun stuff. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams here against the Browns. I liked what I saw from them last week, and I think they can get it done at home.
Let's talk about. Did you give your pick yet, Shane? Because I'd rather talk about this next game than Flacco anymore.
It's Rams.
Okay. Let's talk about the best game on the slate. I know we got 3 games left, 7 minutes till 7. Shane O'Mac, we want to get them too. And,
of course. Yes,
we want to get them in a cozy spot for the game. Truck and I will stay on for a little bit longer and just kind of field any questions if there are any. But let's talk Niners and Eagles. This game started as Eagles were the favorites, I believe, and it's all the way to Niners -3, which I think they're just the fully healthy team in a spot where they've had this game circled all offseason. It's probably been a pretty big motivating factor for this team just in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm personally, I'll just start. I'm taking the 49ers here. Like you said, they've had this team circled, hard feelings after that loss with all those injuries that they sustained. But to me, the 49ers are just a more complete team than the Eagles. The Eagles
out.
Huh?
Lane Johnson right now is like out. He may play this game, but if he wakes up and that groin's hurting him again, like that's a huge, I don't know if it's like as big of a miss as Trent Williams, but it's got a big impact, pretty huge impact. So
especially with that defensive line for the 49ers, it's tough. But the Eagles defense has some holes in it, in the secondary, and the 49ers just have been better in my opinion. So I like the 49ers here. They're just on a revenge tour, kind of like the Eagles were against the Chiefs not too long ago.
Yep. I've got Niners too. It's a sweep. I mean, it's when they have got Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, McCaffrey, and then most importantly, Trent Williams, all healthy. Like, I think they could be, they're the best team in the NFC by far. And I think they could play with anybody in the AFC.
Yeah, I wish we'd be living in a reality where Trent didn't get hurt and Debo didn't get hurt, and they had just at full strength throughout that stretch of games where they lost 3 in a row. Because man, if these two teams were both 10-1, it's just I don't know. I don't know if the conversation would be any different, but yeah, I like the 49ers here. Coles, what do you got?
Yeah, Niners, better team, more complete. I don't want to say that. I take back everything I just said. Niners for sure, but I don't want to call them a better team and more complete because the Eagles have been incredibly impressive this year.
Yeah,
Hurt is extremely hard worker, and he's the motor of that team. To be honest, like, I haven't decided whether +3 Eagles is a super contest play or not, because I am feeling that strongly that the Niners will win. And I think the Eagles are due for a loss. Everything about this game, like Niners 8-3, Eagles 10-1. If the Niners win this game, that number 1 draft pick, not number 1 draft pick, the number 1 seed in the playoffs becomes that much closer to them. That being said, like, if the Eagles win this game, they pretty much clinch that number 1 seed, right? But that's going to be a big, I don't know if it's a big enough conversation going into the game. I think like the revenge game is kind of what's taken main focus here. But to me, that's the real thing, is like Niners know that if they win this game, then they have the first seed still, that they can have the playoffs come through their home turf. So those two things combined, I just like the Niners in this one. I don't know if the Eagles take this game, in my mind, conversation starts as like, this is one of the best football teams we've seen in the last, I don't know, since I've been watching football. Like, yeah, some of those Patriots teams were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But this is like a very impressive win after what we saw last week.
And that's all we've been seeing from this team is impressive wins. Like they just, like last week against the Bills, like their first half was not very good, and then they find a way to win it in the fourth quarter. They're just a really tough team.
Great teams do. So, you know, I'm like kind of talking myself into Eagles +3 in the super contest just because of that key number that 3 is. And, you know, Hurts has only lost 2 games in Philly. This is going to be such a good football game, but just give me the Niners right now.
Yeah. All right. So then we're all on the Niners as of right now.
Yep.
Moving on, we have the Kansas City Chiefs 8-3 taking on the Green Bay Packers 5-6 for a Sunday night football game. It's in Green Bay. The Packers have been playing a lot better as of late. Past 2 games, really good. Jordan Love's looking like a whole new quarterback. Chiefs obviously dealing with issues with their wide receiver core. Shane, what do you got here?
I've got the Chiefs. I was red lighting Jordan Love. I red lighted Christian Watson. This is a great defense. Rashee Rice is coming on as maybe a legitimate playmaker for Mahomes. Pacheco looks great running the ball. No Aaron Jones. I think this is kind of an easy win for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree with you. Coles, what do you think?
I like the Chiefs here just because they're the Chiefs. Packers have been playing better at home. Going to be a cold game, but like Chiefs are just Mahomes isn't going to lose to this team. I don't know.
That's a good point, though. Like, we're at the point, right? Should we, like, fantasy-wise, like, it's probably time to start paying attention to some of these weather forecasts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
cold and rainy in the Northeast is not fun to play in for a team like Miami.
Yeah.
Packers, these games, that Packers game, let's check Lambeau right now. Green Bay.
Yeah. I need to do a better job of starting to look at that.
Green Bay, Sunday night.
Sleeper, though.
It's going to be 30 and snowing. So this is going to be your classic Green Bay snow game. It is only
Kansas
30.
City is not. They're familiar with games like that, right?
Not really, but
But
It
like
snows a lot in Kansas City.
it's pay attention, like especially like if you don't have like Justin Tucker like for your kickers, like pay attention when you can swap out kickers week to week. I mean, weather is something to pay attention to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs too here, so I think we're all on the same page. Chiefs over Packers. Last game, Monday Night Football. We got the Cincinnati Bengals, 5-6, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are hot right now. They're 8-3. It's in Jacksonville. Browning's last outing was completely horrendous, and Jacksonville's last performance against Houston Texans was very impressive. So I'm taking the Jags here, and it's I think they're going to dominate this game.
Yeah. For sure. It's ETN had a bad week last week. He's going to smash this week. 2 touchdowns, 100 total yards.
Yeah.
Big game. Big game.
I love that. I love that.
Totally agree.
All right. Well, Shane, thank you for joining us on this episode. I really appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead and you can sign off and go do your thing. Go Cowboys. We them boys.
All right. All right, everybody. Jalen Tolbert, buckle up tonight.
Yeah, buckle up. I was gonna sign off, but we're still kicking. We're going strong here. So
Yeah.
All right, dude. What's going on with Von Miller?
It's not good.
Not good, dude. I just saw something. He turned himself in. He got released on bond. He attacked a pregnant woman.
Wait, really?
You didn't hear about this?
I didn't know it was that extreme.
Oh yeah, he assault of a pregnant woman in Dallas.
What happened? Sorry,
I haven't heard the story. I just I saw the headline, and Von Miller, a warrant was issued for his arrest for that. So yeah. But he turned himself in and he got released on bond.
James
Pretty
Bond.
crazy.
I'm trying to lock in a couple. Pollard.
Danny Cousins, what's going on?
Danny Cousins, let's go.
Shane, what about Warren over Mixon PPR, then Singletary over Mixon in other league PPR also? Warren over Mixon PPR. I'm going Warren over Mixon for sure. Then Singletary over Mixon. Honestly, that's a tough one, but I think I would lean Singletary. I just don't like Mixon, especially in that offense. That's a tough spot to be in with Jake Browning and going against the Jags. I think they're allowing the 4th fewest rushing yards per game. So, yeah, I'm staying away from Mixon. Kulz, you got anything?
Singletary over Mixon. Yeah, I like both of them over Mixon. I'm staying away from Mixon in that offense, and I'm staying away from everyone in that offense besides Chase, just because of his talent. But
yeah,
I like Warren this week. I think he's going to have an awesome game. I think he's probably right around like the 15 to 20 range in terms of rankings. I like him to be north of that. So
yeah, I think he's right around 19 because what's his name?
Yeah.
Najee Harris is down at like 22.
Yeah, both of them. I take both of them, Warren and Singletary, both over Mixon. Sorry, I'm going to lock in a couple things here.
Oh, placing some bets. Placing some
No.
No.
I got. I'll talk about him when they come up. I have.
I got a massive parlay going tonight. I think it's like an 8-leg or a 9-leg. Pretty ridiculous.
All overs?
No. I took the under on points at 48.5.
Oh shit! Prime time under. What did I need to check before? Now I'm just checking all of my teams. I knew I had something to check.
I think I'm locked in from all my leagues.
Ferguson's
Anybody got any
in.
questions out there with their leagues? You guys got any questions about who you're starting? Anything at all? Feel free to chime in.
There is got to be something in here. Tolbert, love you.
Jalen Tolbert. I swear to God, dude, if you get this Jalen
Tolbert.
Tolbert.
Here. This is what it was. It was another one for us.
B-Court.
DTR being out.
Yeah.
We have to start a super flex in TNT, and Tyler Lockett's currently on our bench, and he is the highest total there. It's either Logan Thomas, Kadarius Toney, Jaden Reed, Samaje P. Ryan, or Tyler Lockett. We got to play Lockett, right?
Yeah,
And we have A-Chain in our flex, so we have to plan on DTR and A-Chain being out.
Yeah.
So let's keep DTR in there with the intentions of playing Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
So in case we get late news that DTR's in, we can still plug that. But so let's go A-Chain out right now. We'll go Lockett in, and we'll put Ayuk into this flex.
Yeah.
Okay. So Lockett's in. That's what it was.
Right.
I remember.
B Cork, welcome in,
there was
buddy.
something.
Missed you. If A-Chain plays this weekend, would you play him over any of these wide receivers? Olave, Chase, Waddle.
Olave's not going to play either.
Doesn't
so
look like it.
Chase, Waddle, or Kirk, I would not play A-Chain over any of them because I don't think he's going to play either. I believe after speaking with Truck, he feels the same way, but I would go like probably Waddle, Chase, Kirk in that order.
Waddle. Yeah, Waddle, Chase, Kirk for me as well. And even if A-Chain plays, I'm not playing him. It's just too risky with his re-injury last week. And I just, this is a tough week. This is you need to win this week, I'm assuming. And that risky play of A-Chain, I'm just not doing it. Not doing it. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Thanks for your question, B Cork. Always appreciated. Oh, so do you want to hear this massive parlay I got or no?
Yeah, let's hear it. You got the under.
Okay, here we go. I got Dallas Cowboys minus 6.5. So it took an alternate spread there. I got the under at 48.5. I have Brandon Cooks over 35 receiving yards. I have CeeDee Lamb over 6 receptions or over 5.5 receptions. I have Tyler Lockett over 44.5 yards. Dak Prescott over 2.5 passing touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown.
Okay.
And Zach Charbonnet over 42.5 rushing yards.
I love that. All right, let's go back through them, and I'll tell you which ones I like and which ones I don't like.
Okay, great. All right, so Dallas Cowboys minus 6.5.
Love it.
Okay. Under 48.5.
Yeah, I can go with that. But
okay. Brandon Cooks over 34.5 receiving yards.
Yeah.
Okay. CeeDee Lamb over 5.5 receptions.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Tyler Lockett over 44.5 yards.
Yeah.
Okay. Tony Pollard over 54.5 rushing yards.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Dak Prescott over 2.5 passing touchdowns.
That's the one that concerns me, but keep going.
Okay. By the way, he's hit that in 4 of his last 5 games.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay. CeeDee Lamb to score a touchdown, which he's done each of the last 3 games. And then Zach Charbonnet over 42.5 rushing yards.
I'll tell you what, I do really like that.
Let's go.
I think you're going to hit it. The only thing that bothers me is I like it. Yeah. I would be a little concerned about. I like it. I mean, like you have the prime time under, and then you have a lot of overs. So like having the Dak 3 passing touchdowns, but the under, that I think concerns me. But you're basically saying that the Seahawks can't score a lot. So if it's like
that's exactly what I'm
28 to 13 game,
yeah,
you're safe.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that can't happen. It's just usually when I build those, it's like all one way or all another way. It's tough to get that. Like,
I'm hedging a little bit.
Yeah, which is, it can happen for sure. It does happen every week. All right, Charbonnet in. Got that.
That makes me feel really good about that.
Yeah, I do really like it.
Yeah, plus 11,000.
11,000.
Those are the odds. Plus 11,000.
Like not even 1,100, so 110 to 1.
Yeah.
Love it. That's definitely it.
Yeah, I love it too. A little $1,000 payout. How about it, huh?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I put fucking $10 on it. It's just a
Oh.
little ticket.
Let's go. Well,
not to question your greatness, but Olave has been practicing this week. Yes, he has.
but
Generally speaking, Culz, you want to talk about it?
No, I don't know enough about it. I was just under the impression from what we saw with our boy that he wasn't going to be playing.
Yeah, it's one of those things with the concussion protocol that we've seen it before that people play after, less than, within 1 week, but the odds are not in his favor. Yes, he has been practicing this week, but we've seen it earlier in this week, other players in the protocol that were practicing and didn't end up playing. So I'm just not going to trust him in my lineup. However, if he does end up playing, he would be in my lineup. But if I had other options right now that were playing tonight, I would go with them just for the sense of security there. But I get what you're saying, B Cork. If he's practicing, he's trending to playing, but I still think the odds are not in his favor.
The odds are not
in your
in
favor.
your favor.
Oh, that's funny. So have you been watching the Silo?
Silo?
Yeah, have you been watching it or no?
Yes.
It's okay.
No, yeah. Well, no, I haven't. I need to get your login.
Oh,
I
yeah,
watched
I
watched the first episode.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I'll make sure to get that to you today. Man, I tell you what, man, my legs are sore from working out yesterday.
You're telling me, bro. My lower back and my legs are insane.
I was doing lunges.
I golf tomorrow.
Oh, you do? Oh, I forget. So you're in Austin, Texas.
75
golf
and sunny.
year round.
75 and sunny all weekend.
That's insane. It is.
Yeah,
I'm in Ohio, and it's like 20 and fucking snowing all week.
Good. We're gonna do some good radio. I'm gonna grab a golf club and see what it feels like swinging right now.
Everybody enjoy. It's the Fantasy Roadshow. Practicing golf swings and talking TV shows. That's what you get here at the Fantasy Roadshow. B Cork, how you been, buddy? You got anything else going on? Any news going on in the B Cork life?
What do you want to do tonight for this game? Do you want to? I know you want to go get a workout in and stuff. Do you want to stay on for a little bit and hang, or do you want to go get your workout in?
I'm fine. That's the only thing I wanted to do was watch football and work out. So, but I can do that in the second half. It's not a big deal. I don't really have much else going on.
All right, cool. If you're ever in Chi-Town area, let's hit up St. Andrews. St. Andrews is a fun course. I will be in the Chi-Town area again. So let's pencil in a me truck in B Cork round, like during the spring at some point.
Yeah,
April,
I like that.
May.
What Chi-Town area are you from, B Cork, or were you in what area of the Chi-Town, Chicagoland area? Just curious. You don't got to dox yourself, but just in the general town or whatever. Just curious.
Oh yeah,
Culz is a little sore over there.
It's gonna be stiff.
A little stiff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a stiff one there, Bob.
Okay there.
It's gonna be a stiff round of golf here, Bob. Goodness gracious,
dude! I got a bone to pick. I got a bone to pick with Prize Picks. I can't get out of this screen. The daily the daily contest they have going on, and I just can't figure out how to get the hell out of it to place an actual bet. I'm in Pingree Grove, New Hampshire, about an hour west of Chicago. I'm familiar with Pingree Grove. I grew up in Lombard, Villa Park area. So
Pingree Grove.
Well. Pingree Grove. You ever been there?
I don't know.
I played.
I don't know anything about it.
I think I played
hour west, so it's further west than me. It's like Aurora.
We're about a half hour
west of Chicago. I would say like Aurora. It's even further west than Aurora.
Aurora is more like southwest.
Oh, really? Shows how much
Yeah.
I know. Let's see. Chicago. There was Pingree Grove. There was a chance 15 minutes from Elgin. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
No, dude. Yeah, South Aurora, like it's pretty. I guess it is southwest, but it's pretty much west. It's west of Naperville.
Yeah. Yeah.
So straight west of us would be St. Charles, Elburn. So it is. Where's Elgin? Oh, so
Elgin is a little bit north.
It's northwest.
Yeah.
Hampshire's northwest.
Good to know. Good to know, B Cork.
Yeah, there was a chance that I was gonna come back to Chicago next week. My dad's birthday. There's a work party I was invited to. There's my dad's birthday, and then there's like Tony was having a holiday party, and I was like still kind of thinking about it, but it's too cold. I don't like the cold.
Oh yeah, Tony's trying to get you to go to that Rule 1 Proteins holiday party.
No, it's not a Rule 1 holiday party.
No.
No. But that would be awesome. I would love to go to the Rule 1 one. Went to Westminster Christian in Elgin. State baseball champs when you were there, or the ones currently? Dude, my mustache is growing right now.
You got some serious stash going on there.
What
year did you graduate, B Cork? A little age check over there.
All right, here we go. Tony Pollard.
Oh, it's on. Damn it.
Starts
Pull
us
it up.
off. See if you can do the TV for the listeners. Unless you're ahead of me. If you're ahead of me, that's not going to work. Or I'll just look up at the TV. I'll just look up at the TV.
All right, hold on one second.
My junior year. Oh shit! You got a ring, B Cork? 20 QQ. 2011. Oh. CD's nuts gets us started with a nice catch. 2011. B Cork's younger than us.
2011. We graduated in 2009. 09, class of 09. Television channel guide. How old is Keith?
Another CDs.
He was in the stands. Oh, you don't play baseball? What sports you play in high school? Just curious. Learning a lot about B Cork in this episode.
Is this just the B Cork episode?
This is the B Cork hour. Welcome in.
Ace. I was in the stands.
Oh shit! I can't watch this on the TV because they don't have Amazon
Prime Video.
They don't have Prime Video.
They don't have smart TV.
No, it's the fucking RCA. But it does have internet TV, and the only options are
I gotta get some water.
Netflix, YouTube, Pandora, Crackle, Bluetooth. Like, what the hell is this? Brutal. Useless hotel TV. B Cork, put any money on the game? You got any parlays going? Take the primetime under like half the country.
There goes Cookie. I played football and basketball. I quit baseball when I was a freshman. I had AAU. Yep, same.
Oh, AAU ball. Hell yeah.
I played some AAU ball with Sterl Wood, B. Hayes.
Oh, a little Starlin Smith.
John Gibson.
Hell yeah. Did you ever play with Kyler?
Yeah, but
the
not
6-footer back in middle school.
Yeah, not much though.
Yeah, that was fun back in the day. I still have, I've been meaning. I want to go through all of my footage. My dad basically filmed every game as a kid, all the baseball and all the basketball and all the football. When I come,
Tolbert is in there, baby.
oh my God, where are you at? Is it 2nd and 4?
2nd and 4, 11:50 mark, 11:48.
Beautiful. We're at the same point.
There's Pollard.
Pollard action.
Ooh, I'll take that. He was receiving, right?
You do. I don't think I do. I have his rushing.
Did you ever go to nationals down in Florida for hoops?
I did not.
I don't think so.
I was a football player on the basketball court. I fouled a lot and didn't have a very successful basketball career, but I did play a little AAU. Did play a little basketball in my day. More of a football and baseball.
Tried to go slant there to CD. I don't think I did, B Cork. Starting to ask me about middle school sports. My memory gets a little hazy. So Truck, I was saying he asked if I was answering did you ever go to nationals down in Florida? I said, once you start asking me a little bit about go to Tolbert. Oh, look the other way.
Oh,
I said once you start talking middle school sports with me, it gets a little bit hazy. My memory's not so great going back to that far. I mean, even in high school,
substances back in the day.
No, it's just I mean, I my memory's not great anymore. There's so much sports knowledge put up in this dome that I forget about like middle school. I don't know.
Your childhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny. My dad, on top of filming all of my sporting events, we have a ton of home videos from when I was a kid.
Oh, that was Turpin. I thought it was.
No, it was Turpin. My dad has a bunch of home videos for when we were children, a lot of family parties and just bullshitting through the house. And I've watched those home videos so much growing up that my memories are just home video scenes in my head. Like I completely washed out. You know what I mean?
I don't remember many moments of me back then. I don't know. That's not even a thing for me.
What's your earliest memory?
I told you earlier the shot.
The sports memory?
Yeah.
It's your earliest memory of your life?
Yeah, I was like 5.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I don't have like memories like that. I don't know. I'm just curious if we ever crossed paths. I mean, are we the same age? I thought you
No,
just said,
he's 2 years younger.
Well, he said 2011. He said I was in the stands, so
no, that was saying
his junior year
when he
so
graduated. He graduated in 2011.
Oh, well then yeah. No, we probably didn't. I was never playing with kids younger. Although I probably should have, I should have graduated 2010. I was
you were young
the youngest in my
age
grade.
group. All right, come on, Dallas. Dak Prescott passing touchdown. Let's go, baby.
Damn it. Tolbert's not in. 2 years younger. I never really hooped much with high school, I guess, but not. The only time it would have been would be summer ball in high school. Oh my God.
Damn it.
Oh, Ferguson would have been nice.
Damn it.
Yeah, it would have been like summer ball. I remember we played Oswego East and Oswego West maybe in summer ball, and I believe that's where your brother went, if I remember correctly. I played against Ryan Boatwright.
Ryan
you probably
Boatwright.
played B-Cork. You probably played against Ryan Boatwright. He was a couple years younger and out that way. He played point guard for Connecticut Truck.
Oh, did he?
There's Tolbert.
Here we go.
No, Tolbert.
Shit. You go all the way down that field and just fucking.
That's right.
Come on, Dak. You're better than that, Dak.
I'll take the Aubrey points. I got Aubrey in a bunch of leagues.
We have Aubrey, don't we? Still or no?
I'm sure. I mean, he's been the kicker that I've had in so many leagues, and he's been good. So he's stayed on all those teams.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be cheering for Tolbert every drive. I want Shane O'Mac to send me a hat so bad. No, I didn't. He was in a higher class than me. My school is 2A and his school is 4A. He was a couple years younger though, so he in your same age group? Surprised you didn't play him in AAU.
Your school was a 2A? Wow. Westminster Christian. I guess, yeah. That makes sense. I was in a massive public school, 8A. We played anytime my high school made it to the playoffs for football. We were just going against just absolute powerhouses. I remember my junior year, I was playing starting fullback on varsity, and we were taking on something Rice. I forgot what school it was. Not Simeon Rice. Something, but they had a D end that already committed to Notre Dame, and the guy was an absolute brick house. And we played a lot of power football, and I had to kick block. It was a disaster.
It was not a fun experience.
No. Rashawn Holmes. Do you remember? Do you know who this is?
Absolute monster. 7-footer.
7-footer? Jesus.
Yeah, he plays for the Kings.
Have you been watching basketball lately or no?
Rashawn Holmes is 6'9" only. Power forward. I was thinking of someone else. Who was I thinking of? He did play for the Kings. I had that right, but I was thinking of a different player. I was thinking of a tall, skinny 7-footer, like probably the same name, honestly.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Who did I ever play?
I forgot what I said. To be honest with you, I don't remember.
Whoopsies.
Hypothetically speaking, would a tangerine break the fast? Yeah, anything you eat breaks the fast.
Tangerine break the fast?
Yeah, like my fasting.
Dude, you can't eat anything.
I know. I got a couple tangerines in the fridge. I just thought about peeling one.
You can't. You either are in or you're out.
I know I'm in, dude. I'm in. Okay. 20.
Well, then fucking
in.
Tell your mind you're not eating anything for the next 72 hours, and then you just won't.
Maybe not. I don't know if I can go 72 more hours. A 96-hour fast, just not eat all week.
You need to go 72. 3's a good fast.
All right, Charbonneau. Let's see what you got. Let's
go, buddy.
Charby. There goes Lockett.
I played against Marcus Jordan in basketball, and he is now going to marry Larsa Pippen. And Marcus wants Michael Jordan to be his best man, his father.
Of course he does. That's funny. Oh, I asked you, are you watching NBA basketball, the play-in tournament? Have you been paying attention?
No.
I'm
so far out. I'm in that fantasy basketball league I drafted while on stream.
Yeah.
Basically, my brother runs the team. I started running the team at the beginning of the year, and then I was like, dude, I can't do this. I also played against Derrick Rose's cousin. He dunked on us from the free throw line in a real game. Sounds about right. Did he go to Simeon as well? I would hate to play Simeon if I was a 2A school. Jeez, that's torture.
Oh my God.
worst team we ever played was in a Thanksgiving tournament every year. I think their name was St. Joe's. Is that a team in
Yeah, St. Joe's.
Westchester or
Yeah.
somewhere?
Somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know where it is, but St. Joe's, I'm familiar.
They were tough.
Well, 2 back-to-back runs for Charbonneau to start the game.
Charmy.
False start offense. Back them up. Yeah, he did go to Simeon. Went to Division I JUCO. Forgot his name. Derek Rose cousin.
Those jerseys are nice for the Seahawks. I'll tell you.
I love those. Love those jerseys.
Ooh, DK.
Wow. Wow.
DK Todd. One of you guys had him red lighted. Not today. DK Todd.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
I think I had him red lighted. I did. That was a swing and a miss early on in the game, huh?
I mean,
wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, when he turns on the Jets, man, he is that was impressive.
That is not good for your either.
No, it is not, Kulz.
Wow. Well, we're gonna see a good fantasy game now, I think. What a great jersey.
Yeah.
Unreal play for DK. I really hope I'm not playing him in any leagues. Please.
Oh, that's a good call.
Please. It does not look like I am. At least on Sleeper. None on ESPN.
Well, I'm going against Gino.
I'm most worried about this. And none. All right, good.
Yeah, we do have Aubrey in the BML.
Let's go.
Oh man, I really hope this parlay hits. Really hope it. Really hope it. So
it's not off to a good start.
No, I know. But 48.5 is a lot of points. It's a lot of points. Kulz, what are you doing for the holidays? You coming home or no?
No.
Christmas out in Austin?
Potentially Naples, Florida.
Ooh, with the fam?
Yeah, my uncle's moving. He's moving out there. My grandma lives in Florida during the winters, so
snowbird.
My grandma's a snowbird. I also got burned by Jake Kumarau when he went to South Elgin. Jake Kumarau is he went to Whitewater and was a roommate of a friend of mine from Montini.
Oh.
Kumarau. He was once pegged as a favorite of Rodgers, and people thought he was potentially going to be the next what's his name, Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
because he's white, but never happened.
Don't we have a white DB coming into the league next year? Don't we?
Kid from Iowa. Yes,
Yeah.
That's all my embarrassing sports stories. Well, when we go golfing in St. Andrews, I can tell you some of mine, but I'm not going to do it on air.
Oh, man.
Not yet.
What was that other school next to Montini? Similar. It's really good at football. And
Driscoll.
Driscoll. Yes, the old
So
Driscoll.
ridiculous. That's
I almost went there.
2 Italian mob established schools that just like wanted to create a rivalry between like. So stupid.
Dude, my dad almost sent me there. Instead I went to Willowbrook. mistakenly.
That
Willowbrook was trash, dude. We ran the double wing. You know, the two running backs outside the tackle every play, and then a fullback. It was so stupid. It's a jet sweep, dive. It's
Yeah, I mean, that's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
yeah. Oh, you have a funny story about what, Driscoll?
Driscoll, probably.
Yeah, probably. Good old Driscoll.
Driscoll's trash. Montini was trash.
Yeah, dude, Montini won the state championship for what was it, 3A?
I
Won
mean,
every year.
Because they just fed their kids steroids or what?
Well, he had people like fucking Goebel and all those.
Never won a state
monstrosities.
championship.
He didn't? I thought Montini won 4 years in a row.
Not when we were there. The only time Goebel, Garrett may have been on the team when he was a freshman and Bobby Dobry won.
Oh, Bobby Dobry, yeah,
But
right,
that was the time. Probably because Garrett was so big, he practiced up with them or something like that. But
Yeah.
he wasn't Garrett didn't do anything in that.
I did that as a sophomore. I was practicing with varsity.
That's what a lot of those guys did.
I did. I joined the varsity as a sophomore towards the end of the season.
Yeah, that's what a lot of those sophomores would do.
Right. I played so much football before high school, going into
Ferg!
freshman year.
Get there, Ferg.
There we go.
Oh,
Big tackle.
it's Bobby Wagner. Should
Bobby
I add?
Wagner.
Here we go. Mr. Grapefruit.
Mr. Grapefruit.
Great
Welcome,
fruit,
man.
by the way. I love grapefruits.
I do too. They're delicious. Should I add Jacoby Myers or Josh Downs in PPR? I need a plan for next week. Myers has Vikings at home. Downs has Bengals matchup. I mean, right off the bat, I'm going Downs, but it's pretty close. Kulz, what do you think? Myers or Downs?
Myers or Downs in PPR. I need to plan for next week. Vikings at home. Downs has the Bengals matchup. I'm going Downs because of Downs because of the quarterback matchup. I think Minshew is more established than AOC at this point. I would trust him more. Bengals defense that at Bengals for a dead team doesn't really do much for me. Vikings have more to play for, so I'll go Downs.
Yeah, I like it. B Quark with the story time. My boy was playing against them, Driscoll. They were getting beat so bad that they put in their third string, and my buddy thought he could run over the safety, and his legs ended up vertical. Just getting leveled.
You see, they just
Mr. Grapefruit. I appreciate it. We appreciate you, Mr. Grapefruit.
Dude, they just went deep to Tolbert. He got pass interference. But
that was the pass interference call.
Balls on the 17. They just went deep to Tolbert, bro.
Almost.
Gotta take a
what
shot.
What was the thing that Shane said? When he sends you a hat, what has to happen?
Basically, I think he said top 24 wide receiver this week.
Okay.
But a touchdown and a few receptions.
That'll probably do it.
It's got to be a long touchdown,
Yeah.
So we'll see. He's not in right now. I'm going to be
all right, Dak.
All over it though. All right, Dak.
Here we go.
Touchdown, CD.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
CD.
Oh, check that leg off the old parlay. Love that. Love that. Still not good for my under, though. Let's go. Dallas defense. Dallas defense. Get a stop here on this next drive.
Dak, baby.
I love it. I love it.
That is big for this league.
A big time throw, big time catch. That's what that was.
Dak's just the man. CD. Bow. Do.
Dude, I cannot wait to go back to work. Going back to the TV show.
Oh yeah, that's huge news.
Dude, when I got that text message, I almost got into an accident on the road. I'm like, I look at my phone, the notification comes through, and it was like, boom, 20th Century Fox. You fill out the paperwork. I'm like, holy shit,
Dude.
it is time. Truck is going back on the movie sets.
That is huge. I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be good things for the road show as well.
It's just funny how it happens. Like, there's only a couple weeks left of fantasy, you know.
Yeah, but we're gonna have shit going on.
Well, let's talk about that. What are we gonna do for the off season?
I don't want to talk about it on air.
Okay.
That is an off-air conversation.
I know, we're just bullshitting.
I don't know. Let's see. I would like to. I mean, we're going to be getting into dynasty stuff.
Yeah.
Only Tomer.
B Corp, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited too, man. I was working on a production called The Shy, Showtime series. That was probably Showtime's biggest show, filming in Chicago. And we went on hiatus because of the writer's strike, which then turned out to be a 6-month strike. So I've been driving trucks over the road, as you've been seeing on this podcast, in Ohio, Michigan, and whatnot. So now in a couple of weeks, I will be stationary in Chicago, working on a movie set in a truck throughout the day. Pretty stoked about it. Pretty stoked,
brother. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? After season.
Dynasty.
I mean, we're gonna be having Dynasty's gonna be big. The draft, draft's gonna be big. From draft until the beginning of the season, I committed to live streaming a draft every single day, which I'm so excited for.
That is nuts. Have we figured out how many days that is?
No, but I've done the math before and it works.
With the limit on the app?
150 entries, so
yeah. Come on.
Nice. Oh yeah, you have Lockett Yards.
I have Lockett Yards, and we have him in a lineup.
We do now have him in a lineup. That is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the same time, let's hold him. Hold him to a punt. Come on, Dan Quinn. Let's get this defense rolling.
Rolling.
What? JSN, little bubble screen. Do you know who what Beetlejuice is?
The Lori Lightfoot?
No, Beetlejuice.
X-Man. Oh yeah.
From Howard Stern.
Yeah.
You know how they have that meme out there for like everything where they're like, what are you doing? He's like, me? Me? Nothing. I'm not doing nothing. They had that for it was like the Bears wide receivers lining up on the line pretending they're not doing a bubble screen. Like, what are you doing? Me? Nothing. I'm not doing nothing. It was hysterical.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yes, he is. What's going on, everybody out there? If you got any questions, feel free to chime in. We're answering any and all questions. Football related, not football related, you name it.
What was that play? So second 19.
3rd and 7.
Yeah, but it was 2nd and 19. Now it's JSN holding 3rd and 7. Gino back to snap. There's a Lockett with a catch. Threw a flag
On the defense.
It was Lockett for 13. 2nd and 10.
Comes
Offensive
after
hold.
3. 27.
Offensive holding declined. What?
It's just one of the Beetlejuice. They're asking when they ask him questions, and he's like, "What comes after 3?" He's 27. I love how they ask him a question, he gives an answer, and then they ask him the same question after it, and he gives a completely different answer. It's so funny. Oh man. Oh, Beetlejuice. He's funny. Sharby. A couple yards, couple two tree yards. I am going to mute my mic as I have to call the wifey.
Okay. You have a wife?
You know what I mean.
Gino, 2nd and 8, goes deep to Metcalf. Ooh, caught it. Wow, Metcalf. What a catch.
Insane catch.
Yeah, that was nice.
No answer. Sharby can't do anything with the ball. What are you doing for the Sunday games? Huh?
I'm excited for the Sunday games. Fucking Brick is going to be here.
Brick is going to Austin?
Brick is Tumps, Brick, Brendan, and Caesar are coming for the UFC.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm jelly.
Yeah. They're all obviously big UFC guys. Tumps, like, I don't know exactly what he does with DraftKings for UFC, but he does like the like NFT, like, you know how you can do like lineups with the NFTs or whatever, like Rainmakers, I think is what it's called. He's like pretty them? Yeah, he's pretty big into the UFC Rainmakers, so I think he gets invited to a bunch of UFC stuff. That's how they sat ringside at Fight Night once.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm sure he like reached out and got hooked up somehow. So he's doing that. He had whatever the hookup was, and so of course Brick tacked on and was like, "I'm coming for sure. Let's go. Let's hold a field goal here. 3rd and 5."
Yep.
And they're all flying out early on Sunday, and I was like, "Oh,
get them!" There we go.
They're all
on
flying
Sunday.
Out. They're all flying out super early on Sunday, and I was like, "Dude, Nick, if you come to Austin and you don't stay for football on Sunday and fly out at night, we're not friends anymore."
Oh wait, when's the event?
Saturday night.
And they're flying in
Saturday. They're flying in tomorrow morning.
I thought you said Sunday they're flying in.
Flying out Sunday morning, like back to their homes.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Chicago. Our time. Do.
Holy shit.
What?
I just got a text message about some. I don't know if I want to talk about it on stream.
Probably shouldn't. Sounds like you shouldn't.
I'll send it to you though.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Did he just miss that?
Yes,
Jason
he
Myers, you dirty dog.
Let's go. Come on under. Come on under.
Let's go -9 and oh my god, he just pushed her right like an idiot.
I don't know if you know this guy. I'm texting it to you. Let me know if you do. You might, but I'm not sure if you do.
Oh shit.
You know him?
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
Right?
What is he doing with that? I used to like that. He used to be a good guy.
I know. I didn't even recognize him in that picture. There was recently some kids dying, ODing.
It's not.
And I think he might have been connected.
Just don't.
Yeah. Anywho.
Wow.
DK Metcalf, 107 yards in the first quarter. Kulz, 'tis the holiday season. What's your favorite holiday movie?
I don't fuck with that. I watch sports.
You don't watch Christmas movies?
No,
B
dude.
Cork,
I
what's
watch
your favorite?
sports.
What's your favorite holiday movie? B Cork, Christmas movie. Sorry, we're getting in the season. What?
You just love that. I'm like, I don't fuck with that. I watch sports, bro.
I love Christmas movies. I don't know what it is about them. You know, one I want to rewatch. Did you ever see Jingle All the Way? Turbo Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Dude, I watch sports.
I'm talking about when you were young. When we were kids, everybody was watching Jingle All the Way. No?
I only remember sports.
Okay,
Like
you are
all
a
of
sick
all of it,
individual.
all the other stuff was just like happened
Yeah.
and then gone.
There's a little Schumacher.
Shun? There he is.
A little Schumacher. Die Hard.
All right,
Home
let's
Alone,
go.
Night Before Christmas.
Die Hard. Home
I don't
Alone,
consider Die Hard a holiday movie. Okay. I get it. It's based in the holidays. It takes place during Christmas time. But like, I don't agree with that sentiment that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. And I know I'm probably in the minority there, but I respect your picks. Don't get me wrong. I love Die Hard. Home Alone is a classic. Night Before Christmas, I don't know why. I just can't get behind it. Like I remember watching as a kid. My girl's really big into Night Before Christmas. I watched it, a couple of years back, but I don't know. No, I'm not judging. I'm not judging you, B Cork, but yeah. I mean, Santa Claus is definitely at the top of my list. That and Elf. I could rewatch Elf every year. Every year. It doesn't get old to me.
CD continues to be the GOAT.
Yep. Is that 3 receptions on the night? You know, I hate being in the ooh, you're right. Yeah. Well, I'm right on what? Probably the Elf take. Elf is great. But even the Grinch with Jim Carrey. I don't know what's called James Carrey.
James Carey.
Good old Jim Carrey. You heard he's coming back for a second one 23 years later? The Grinch 2. All right, here we go. Oh, CeeDee Lamb's got 4 receptions on the night. Let's go.
He's gonna have a huge night, dude.
Yeah, 4 for 52 right now. Tony Pollard, only 3 rushing yards. That might be the one that fucks me. That might be it.
Wait, what?
Tony Pollard, I hit his rushing yards at like
It's over.
50.
No, I think it's gonna be the. I think it's gonna be the over.
Oh, you think the over is gonna fuck me?
I think so.
Yeah.
Seattle scoring.
Well, they just missed a field goal.
Yeah, but they're like moving the ball.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, 55. That's all I need from Pollard. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Why does that picture say 2021?
Oh, what picture?
That you sent me.
That's probably just the it's copyrighted. That's a copyrighted date on the bottom of the county sheriff.
Do you have an article? It's got to be somewhere, right? We should probably not be on stream anymore.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. We appreciate everybody watching, listening, and hanging out with your boys. B Cork, much appreciated as always. Along with Mr. Grapefruit. That was great. Danny.
4th and 1, Pollard. There's
Let's
your
go.
yard.
Let's go. We're gonna
all right, let's sign off.
on my
Just sign off.
parlay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody. And good luck to all your fantasy teams out there.